Why does fringing happen in macro focus stacking? Imagine trying to piece together a tiny puzzle of a flower or insect, but every piece has a faint glow around its edges. That glow is what we call fringing, and it often appears in macro focus stacking. When you take multiple photos at different focus points and blend them, you might notice color halos or fringes along the edges of your subject. This happens because of how the images are combined and the limitations of your camera gear. In macro photography, lenses often have a problem called chromatic aberration. This means different colors of light do not focus at exactly the same point. When stacking images, these tiny color shifts become more obvious, especially at sharp edges. Think of it like a rainbow halo around the edges of your subject. Another reason is focus breathing. When your lens adjusts focus from one point to another, the magnification slightly changes. This means each shot is a tiny bit different in size or perspective. When the stacking software tries to line up these images, small mismatches happen, causing edges to shift slightly. These shifts can create visible fringes or halos. Alignment issues also play a role. When the software tries to match up images, it warps or scales them to fit. If the subject is complex or has a lot of three-dimensional detail, the software might not align perfectly. These small misalignments along high-contrast edges lead to fringes. Sometimes, even tiny movements of the subject during shooting can cause mismatches. For example, if an insect moves its antenna or a leaf shifts slightly, the software struggles to match these layers perfectly. This mismatch results in fringes or halos around the edges. The blending process itself can also cause fringing. When the software decides how to combine sharp areas from each image, it sometimes creates transition zones. These zones can bleed colors or produce halos if the contrast or blending settings are not optimized. To reduce fringing, use a high-quality macro lens with minimal chromatic aberration. Keep your camera steady on a tripod or focus rail to avoid movement. Use a small aperture to increase depth of field but avoid too small a setting to prevent diffraction. Capture more images with smaller focus steps for better alignment. Use advanced stacking software that allows you to control how images are aligned and blended. And after stacking, you can manually remove or reduce fringes in post-processing. Knowing these causes helps you anticipate and fix fringing issues. By adjusting your shooting technique and software settings, you can get cleaner, sharper macro focus stacked images. It's all about understanding what's happening behind the scenes and making small tweaks to improve your results.